Play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. We play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. Hold up, y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? No, you wanna see more but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas without a you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. We play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. We play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. Hold up, y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, keeping that touch with my haters.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state that worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lean. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, that's so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of at the Golden Glide. to lows and highs. Me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie. Throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah. Pull up the morning, bro. What's happening? Oh, outside,
from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I make me on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I only come up. Hit Cat on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get sneak. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west end, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the morning, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. Born on National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in Arcade. You ain't never been to
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and our home team. The kicker, Andres Borregales, has the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. We'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Snapping night, bang, trench, bouncing to the groove. All body stuff, that's the new move. Boy, I'm from like to go.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
He'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one's complete. It's Tate Bigsby. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Back to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Out wide, that's Bigsby. Goes blocked out of that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. A smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver. And incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that'll set up 4th down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here.
A 32-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. the shotgun. It's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their leads. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for the Auburn alum, Hank Bigsby. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. His 12th touchdown of the year. Slides extra point up and good. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And the first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. More from Houston coming up in a moment.
Yellow. Whistle alert. Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 49.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. Plays like this just shows how special he can be. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Third and goal, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
Attack! Yellow, go. Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes. And this will pay off. It is one. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Oilers 7.
Touchdown. Borregales is back to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side where he's got Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Christian Harris there on the stop.
Christian Harris. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's going to end the 1st down. It conversion on third down.
First down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 52 yards. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Out comes Sly for the extra point. And good. And the Bills will get out in front 17-7.
Oilers 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
On first down, it's Mahomes. One a bit high, but it's complete. He's going to be marked down up around the 33.
First down. First and 10 at the
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Similar to a tight end, a slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
He'll try again here, second and 10.
Yellow. Easy, easy, easy. Underwater. 15, 15.
Mahomes now to throw again. And then left side, it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Oilers. His fourth TD grab of the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Oilers 14. Andy Oregon is set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
15 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 15.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19 Warriors, 17.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air again on second and 10. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, we go to the ball. Easy. Hey, 15. Look out.
On third down, Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. It was 10 and 11 on the year. Extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through. And the Oilers have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
Bills 20. Andres Borregales set to kick off.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he's in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
The 40-yard line.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Attack! Yellow!
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Now, deep ball for London. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end. And
back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Old Bishop.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. What that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back end.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Another Bills.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Outside, so I'm staying inside, shawty, you would not buy to the food. like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Down on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you got trying to feel alive, but I'm missing.
From the 41, here's second down and 9. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
60, Bison, 60, go!
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's taken in. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Cougar 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is caught. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on 4th down, and then there's being really aggressive on 4th down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons,
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, Riblet. Yo,
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He's being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
the defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the home, incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Ready up.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Oilers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And the
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First and goal.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Let's go, Artie!
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he will score! Game on! Patrick Mahomes! Touchdown, Oilers! Greg, they are picking away this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Oilers back within 7. It's 35-28. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Taking back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's the handoff to Bigsby running left. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Just for a loss of a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play line. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
This caught right side by Worthy. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And this one's blown up. Good serve. Drop him. Loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Now they give it to Bigsby, heading right. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try and get there on the ground.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? How fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring them down to force fourth down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. There's that man again, another catch. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
Hey, dribble it.
On first down, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
And here we go. Fourth and inches.
Hey, Sunday. Easy.
Here's Mahomes. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He'll get up and stop it here. The spike comes with 19 seconds to go. They'll come up now for second down.
43! 43! Yellow, yellow! All right, 15! Yellow, yellow!
Throwing now, Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Hey, taller, taller! Attack, attack!
Mahomes now to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Bills 38, Oilers 35.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Bills, and it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.